Hi there YouTubers, righto. Now I've got my 6.5 Creedmoor bullets loaded. This could work with anybody's bullets. When you buy them, they're all so uneven across the top. None of them are straight. They're all crooked, they're all on a slope, and you probably can't see it, but they're not straight. I've come up with a little device, but first of all I've got to use my comparator. So I see on YouTube how a lot of people don't know how to set these things up, even though they're so simple. So I've got my caliber specific for the 6.5 Creedmoor. It's the right size for the Creedmoor. So you put that on, do up the little screw, so like that. Now see how they're both on the one side? This one here, take him out. Before I do that, what they go on about is when you put this on, tighten it up, and when you look at it, it's off center. See how that's off center? And the only way to fix it, it's quite simple really. You take this gold thumb screw out of this side, turn it around and put it in this side. Put in that one there, put him back on your calipers, tighten him up. Oops, going the wrong way. Tighten him up. Now if you look, you'll see that it is dead center. That's all you do. And no matter whether you put it on there or you put it on the other way, like a lot of people do. I don't do it that way, but a lot of people do. Put it on that way, and if you look under there, you'll still see it's lined up, both exactly the same on the sides. So that's how you do it. I have mine this way, put it there like that, lock the wheel behind, and it's still dead center. Now what I really come here for is I want to trim the end of my projectiles to make them all the same. So what I've got here is all my loadings are all off the O drive, and if we look at here, if I set this one up here, put him on 0, 0, you'll see that all my projectiles are all about the same. There you go, all identical, all on the 0, every one of them. What I've done next, instead of going out and buying an expensive tipping die as they call them, I've just got an old RCBS neck die. It's an RCBS 308 neck die. 308 is the same case as my Creedmoor. They're almost the same case. So all I've done is take all the guts out, like that. Take all the guts out, so I'm left with just the neck die by itself. And of course I've got my quick change coupling on there for my press, so we'll just stick him in. Right, I got my shell, my 308 shell plate in there, and put that in, push him right up. Now what I've done is I've adjusted this knurled nut up and down like that until I got the height I wanted. And the height I'm wanting is for that projectile. It's just proud, it's just sticking out of there about a couple of thou. I don't know where you can see that. Can you see the light under there? That's how much is sticking out. So all I do is make sure that's right up. I've got a flat file here, a very fine flat file. And don't push down, just push backwards and forwards. Until you can't hear it cutting any more brass. And now what that done is made that projectile exactly straight. And now all I do is get a bit of emery, wet and dry emery paper, clean up that tip. Just keep rotating it in my fingers, run across the top, and then just along the side. All I'm doing is pushing against the side, and that is perfectly straight. Perfectly straight. And when you put it back in here, I have not changed the length at all. It's still on 0. And now I've got a very uniform. I've done 2 or 3 and they're all exactly the same, all tipped to perfection. So that's what I've been doing. I haven't got a pointing die. I'd love to have a pointing die, but I'm going to make one of those too, but I haven't yet. But all I've done is tipped them. So I've made all the tips in my box here. I've got 45 odd. I've tipped all those. And that one, I don't know where you can see shiny. They're shiny on top. Sometimes you can see, sometimes you can't. And these ones are all still very uneven. All got chamfered on the sides. They're all very uneven. So I'll be just doing those next. As you can see, it is quite simple. Just put it in there, push it up. File that until no more comes off. Take it out. Clean up the tip of the bit of emery paper. Across the top. And then just on the sides. And that is a perfectly straight tip. And they're all identical. All the same height. Okay? That's just a good tip.